when your day is long and the night.
Hi, I'm NaTasha Allen, and my fiance and my children nominated me for the contest. I was a CNA, worked in the care centers and home health for years. I've been doing medical care for people that need help somewhere, like with bathing and everyday activities and stuff like that people can't afford through home health. I sit with family members and help them and that sort of thing whenever they need it. I have been trying to help a lot of people in our neighborhood where we live. It's a lot of single moms, single parents raising their children. Got together, me and my neighbor, and started a neighborhood kind of like a gathering to get kids motivated and to have somewhere they felt they could go that was safe. Because there's not a playground, there's not a lot of time. So I've had moms that have dropped off their kids and babies and stuff so I could take them if they needed to go to work or get a break. Or a couple months ago, my son Ace, I've got a 9-year-old daughter Delilah. My son Ace is 7 and my daughter Lucy is 4. My son came up to my room and asked if I was mad at him. I said, no, I'm not mad at you. Why do you think that? And he's like, well, you never smile and you just don't laugh anymore. And it made me feel really bad because I didn't know that they were impacted that way. And then I realized how much I missed smiling, because you don't realize, after you've stopped for so long. And with my children saying that and always asking me questions why I hide my mouth and why I'm uncomfortable. And I always have a toothache. I don't remember the last time that I haven't woke up or went to bed in pain. And it's just affecting my family. And I don't want my children to be affected by this because they can't. I don't want them to hide their smiles. I don't want them to feel self-conscious. All my front teeth are deteriorating now. I've lost these 2. Coming back, every dentist I went to is like ready to pull them out. And I can't lose anymore. I have no more to lose. No matter what, winning the contest or not, it's a very humbling experience. And I'm very, very blessed to be chosen. I mean, I was in shock when I read that I won. You had just posted it on Facebook, and I just stared at it forever. And my little 4-year-old girl, she said, oh, you're gonna get your teeth fixed. And I said, oh, I hope. But I just want to say thank you for the opportunity, because it's made me realize how many people I do have in my life that care about me. And I'm very grateful. So, thank you.
Long, and the night is yours alone.
I'm Skyla, and I was nominated for the Smile Makover contest by Skyla. Skyla nominated me for my service in the community, more of a lot of volunteer work. All of us after Challenge Day decided we wanted to change to stay in our school. We liked the impact it gave. It helped us know people. It helped break down the walls between the different groups, and so we wanted to keep it. So a group of us got together and found a teacher sponsor and started the Be the Change team. We would go around helping the community, cleaning up the place, planting flowers at Petite Neat, trying to stop any bullying and discrimination, because most of us knew what it felt like. We wanted to help, so we started doing assemblies starting at the high school, and then we moved to elementary schools and junior highs around the community. I've had bad teeth since I was really little. I didn't have adult teeth under my baby teeth, so I still have baby teeth that can't come out because there's nothing to grow in. I've got some exposed nerves, and they get really bad in the winter time. I never thought it could get that bad. I mean, there's tons of people out there who deserve a chance like this, and I never thought I would get a chance like this. I didn't even think I'd be a finalist. I always thought that I'd have to do it by myself. Like, I got used to it, but I just wanted to choose who they think is right.
When you're sure you've had enough of this life, hang on.
Hello, my name is Maria Basanti. I live in Oren. I'm from the Netherlands. I was born in Holland, came here at the age of 22. And the reason why I came here has to do with World War II. I was born during the worst year of the war, 1944, November 24th actually, and it was the most harsh winter, and there was so much hunger that people would decide to just take the stable apart and burn it so they have a little warmth, or take off a door or a frame. I remember the bombings only because I could see them still. We went to Germany later in life. My father loved that country, and I do too. You could see all the ruins. I mean, they flattened that country so much, you know. But when I was little, I said to myself, I'm going to be an American. I am. Because I was so happy. Anybody that spoke English, I would go to. And that never left me. So at the age of 22, I kissed Holland goodbye, came here all on my own, and loved it. In Holland, we have a cemetery. It's called Makeover. It's in the south of Holland. And Holland is flat, but in the south it's a little hilly. And when you're on that hill, and you go in, you see a huge American flag, which I love, blowing in the wind, and a big monument. And you see Belgium straight ahead, and Germany to your right. This is a 3-point kind of thing. When I walked on the cemetery with my 12-year-old son, I could not believe all the crosses. The ages 18, 19, unknown, more than 10,000. Of course, there's many more, but that particular cemetery was donated to the American people. And it was quite a thing to see. Years ago, all these young kids left, and most of them would never return. Can you imagine that? What the parents had to go through. But if it wasn't for the United States, Canada, and the British, Holland would not exist. With my big dog Copper, I would go to nursing homes and hospitals, and it was a blast seeing those kids with the happy faces and people that had Alzheimer's loving my dog. That was the best part. I liked to knit and make scarves and hats for kids of all ages and just give them away. I'm not saying who I am. You can bring them to a shelter or whatever. I love doing that. I'm knitting now. I'm knitting like crazy. It's really fun. When I was in Florida, I took my little friend to Wendy's. A guy comes in and he took money out of his pocket, pennies, and he put them on the counter, and he said to the lady, I think it's $1, what can I get? She looked at the money, she looked at him, and then she goes, well, there are taxes. And I started boiling inside, just boiling. I handed him a $5 bill discreetly, that nobody could see that, and I said, go ahead and get something to eat. So I sat down and ate with my little tailor. He came to my table, kissed my hand and thanked me, said, God bless you. And I watched him go down to the table by the window, and I looked at him. And you know, when I looked at him, he kind of went like this. He had everything, fries, hamburger, maybe a drink, maybe a shake, whatever. And when I watched that man, and I'm not exaggerating, a very warm feeling came over me. I hope he pays it forward if he can. He may have been homeless, but who cares? He didn't have the money. He wasn't treated very kindly. So yeah, I love doing that. I love doing that. When you give, even if it's a small thing, and when you give of yourself, you get more happiness than you know.
This life, hang on. Don't let yourself go.
I'm Shawn Shearer. I was nominated for the Smile Makover contest. I have a lot of friends here that know me as Shawn, the trumpet player. We want somebody to teach, we want somebody to come in, and it doesn't matter where they are. If they ask me to come and help their kids, you know, that's, you know, sometimes I get a meal. I love empowering kids. I actually worked in juvenile jail for a while, and not very long, but I only did it for about a year. Just empowering a child to take control of something in their lives, or to have that one thing that's theirs and that they can hold and they can understand, and then they can, you know, they have this thing. Teaching kids and pulling them aside if they're struggling with some particular element of music or playing or just putting it all together. Just keep going after it in different ways until it clicks in, and then suddenly they have the power, they have control, and they get to do stuff with that. They get to play with that. They get to grow, and that's awesome when that happens. I've had the opportunity to play with the Utah Symphony, the Boise Philharmonic, the Boise Faculty Brass Quintet. I played in the Olympics in LA, and I played in the Statue of Liberty when they rededicated that in '86. And that was all before my teeth started to really hurt. Then it just started to be too much pain, and I quit for a while. Kind of lost my way when I had some issues. I actually had an accident where my lip was, it just split way open, which didn't have anything to do with my teeth. But while that was healing, stuff started to happen, and it just started, and when I started playing again, it got harder to play. I would play, and for the rest of the day, it would just throb in there, and it just got to a point where it was too hard to play. It was just too painful. I was able to start playing again after I got the partials, but I'd really like to keep playing. My family felt this was worth it. I really have a hard time reaching out for help. I have to make it work myself. But right now I need everybody's help. So.
'Cause everybody cries, and everybody hurts sometimes. Sometimes everything is wrong. Now it's time